This doesn't mean you have to unnaturally change who you are. Instead, it means that you can develop and showcase your best qualities in a genuine and appealing way. In today's video, we will explore principles from Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought that helps us live more fully and meaningfully. We will guide you on how to make an impression and attract women by controlling your emotions, demonstrating patience, and living according to your values. In today's dating world, it's not just men who take the initiative in relationships. Women also have their own standards and desires. Come along as we reveal 10 strategies for attracting women's attention and earning their desire to be in a committed and meaningful relationship. In order to ensure that you don't miss any of the videos in this series, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, though, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section below with your opinions on these techniques or your personal experiences. Using Stoic psychology in your interpersonal interactions, getting input from the community and having daily conversations about it will help us all become better versions of ourselves. So let's get started on the path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. First and foremost, learn to control your emotions. It's normal to place people you like on a pedestal, but this can be harmful. Women become disinterested in you if they perceive you to be overly eager or reliant on their attention. Instead, aim to be the cool, collected center of your own universe. Let's say you've recently met someone you truly like. Your natural tendency may be to give her all of your attention and make her the source of your happiness, but this strategy frequently backfires when you reveal too much about yourself and make her the center of your happiness. You unintentionally signal that you are overly invested, which can make you appear less attractive because it suggests a lack of other options and a sense of death. To avoid this, maintain a sense of mystery and independence. Show her that she is not the only source of your happiness by pursuing your interests and hobbies, instead of letting her rule your emotions and your happiness. Spend time with friends, focus on personal development, and engage in the activities you enjoy. When she observes that you lead a rich and fulfilling life outside of her, she will be more drawn to you. For example, if you enjoy hiking or playing an instrument, make sure you keep doing these things and even share your passion with her. Informally, she will begin to regard you as a highly valuable individual with a variety of possibilities when she observes that you have hobbies and a life that isn't all about her. Furthermore, managing your emotions entails not responding rashly to circumstances. For example, if she cancels a date or doesn't respond to your texts right away, don't become angry or frustrated. Instead, respond composedly. Recognizing this emotional stability will set you apart because it shows that you are not readily influenced by outside influences. Men with emotional strength and resilience are naturally attractive to women because they desire someone who can handle stress and doesn't give up easily. A problem. Women are drawn to men who have options and those who exude confidence and emotional stability. By living up to these Stoic principles, you not only become more attractive, but also demonstrate that you are a person of depth and character. Essentially, managing your emotions is not about being cold or indifferent. Rather, it's about maintaining your inner peace and demonstrating that you are a well-rounded individual. When she notices that you are emotionally balanced and have multiple sources of joy, she will start to see you as a prize worth chasing. This change in perception can cause her to treat you with more respect and admiration. Concentrating on your objectives. This dedication to self-improvement will not only improve your life, but also alter the dynamics of your relationships. For example, if she believes you're a lazy man who doesn't put in much effort, it could have a negative effect on how she perceives you. Women are drawn to ambitious men who have a strong work ethic. If you're always available to her and spend all of your time with her, she may believe you lack ambition, which is not a sign of a manly quality and could be a major turnoff. Instead, learn to prioritize your professional and personal development. Balance is important. Let her know that you value your work and personal goals while still making time for her. This will show her that she has a special place in your life. By living your values and proving that you are a man of purpose and ambition, you naturally become more attractive. This doesn't mean you should ignore her completely or work non-stop. Women are drawn to self-assured men who don't hesitate to pursue their goals. They respect their strength, resolve, and capacity to manage their personal and professional lives. Living your values also entails upholding your morals and refusing to compromise them for anyone, such as if honesty is one of your core values. Even though it may be challenging, always be honest in your conversations. This consistency fosters respect and trust, and when a woman sees that you are steadfast in your beliefs, she will respect you more and feel secure in the relationship. Being disciplined is another component of embodying your principles. A stoic man exercises self-control and resilience. Show her that you can overcome obstacles and setbacks with grace and determination. Whether it's handling a challenging situation at work or conquering personal hurdles, your ability to maintain composure and focus will impress her. It's also important to take the initiative to further your personal development. Always strive to better yourself, whether it's by picking up new talents, maintaining your fitness, or pursuing interests that add meaning to your life. This not only shapes you into a well-rounded person, but also maintains the relationship lively and captivating. Talk to her about your passions and inspire her to follow her own interests. This reciprocal development promotes a closer bond and appreciation at the end. Accept the Stoic idea of leading a morally upright life. Be the greatest version of yourself and prioritize your goals while still letting her know that she is an important part of your life. This balance will make her want you more, because she will notice the special combination of ambition and attentiveness that you provide by upholding your morals. You not only draw in women who value and respect you, but you also provide the groundwork for a committed and long-lasting partnership. Thirdly, give up looking for confirmation. One of the biggest mistakes a lot of guys make is trying to amuse the person in front of them all the time out of a constant need for affirmation, which can be detrimental to their self-respect. In the framework of Stoicism, self-respect, and inner peace, keep in mind that you are not on stage entertaining an audience. You are not someone's source of amusement. Calmness is crucial because when you look to other people for approval, you give up control over your own feelings and well-being. Rather than approaching women as a target audience, concentrate on upholding your own morals and ideals. In order to make her like you more, picture yourself on a date and always attempting to make her laugh or agree with everything she says. This behavior can come across as needy and insecure, so instead assume a stoic approach. Be at ease and self-assured in your identity, without needing permission from others. Women find confident, grounded men attractive. They don't want a man who agrees with everything they say, as that shows a lack of inner strength. This may seem paradoxical, but the truth is that women want to win you over. They respect a man who values his integrity and sticks to his convictions. Think back to a time when you were in a conversation, and rather than agreeing with everything you said, you respectfully expressed your honest opinion. This kind of authenticity is appealing because it demonstrates your contentment with who you are and your preference for real connections over fleeting approval. Exercise awareness and introspection. Concentrate on your personal objectives and interests. When you are sincerely involved in your life, you radiate an alluring, natural confidence. Practically speaking, this means taking part in activities that boost your confidence because women are drawn to guys who have a strong sense of self and who don't rely on others for approval. When your happiness and sense of worth come from within, you are less likely to look for it outside of yourself. Additionally, practicing self-discipline is a crucial aspect of Stoicism that can help in this regard. By setting boundaries and upholding your morals, you exhibit a level of self-control and integrity that is incredibly attractive. This could be pursuing hobbies. You are passionate about setting personal goals and working towards them. Ladies, in conclusion, stop looking for validation if you want to build a long-lasting relationship. Instead, be a man who is confident in himself, respects himself, and lives by his principles. Appreciate a man who knows what he wants, who doesn't compromise his values for transient approval, and who stands firm in his beliefs. Not only will this stoic approach increase your attractiveness, but it will also result in more deep and lasting relationships. As true confidence originates from inside, and when you live by this philosophy, women will gravitate toward you. Number 4. Have faith in your skills. Self-belief is a core value not only in life, but also in Stoicism, or the philosophy of Stoicism. Living a moral and satisfying life requires self-assurance and confidence. It's about realizing your value and realizing that it comes from inside and is not dependent on approval from others. To really put this idea into practice, you must internalize the idea that you are the prize. When you see yourself as deserving and valuable, people will naturally begin to perceive you in the same light. For example, imagine that you walk into a room with the confidence of someone who knows their worth. How do you think others will respond? They will probably be drawn to your self-assuredness and begin to treat you with the respect you deserve. Let's use this scenario. You are meeting new people at a social event. If you enter the room thinking that you're not good enough, you'll probably come across as insecure or unduly eager to please women who may find you unattractive. However, if you walk in with the belief that you are the prize, your demeanor changes. Think about another instance from the workplace. If you go into work believing that you are capable and valued, you will probably be more confident to take on difficulties and do a better job overall. As in relationships, when you see yourself as valuable and set the standard for how you expect to be treated, women will notice and will naturally start chasing you because they recognize your worth. This kind of attitude can also lead to promotions, recognition, and respect from your colleagues. It's critical to keep in mind that having a healthy feeling of self-worth is more important than being conceited or believing you are superior to other people. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius claimed that the quality of your thoughts determines how happy you are in life. When you view yourself as the prize, you increase your sense of value and, as a result, your level of happiness. Living by this notion entails taking care of yourself and being respectful to yourself. Engage in self-confidence-boosting activities, such as working out, taking up a hobby, and creating objectives for yourself. Regularly review your accomplishments and skills to bolster your self-confidence. In the end, having confidence in oneself and believing in oneself generates a positive feedback cycle. Number 5. Your choices have an impact on relationships. When you embrace this Stoic principle, you not only improve your relationships but also your overall quality of life. Start by viewing yourself as the prize and observe how it changes how other people see and interact with you. Your self-assurance makes you more attractive, which in turn attracts women to you. Making wise judgments is essential. This idea is in line with Stoicism, which values decisiveness and clarity in men. Being able to make decisions with confidence can increase one's attractiveness and desirability, and represent the Stoic idea of being in charge of your own conduct and existence. Instead of being uncertain or undecided about where to go, assume the role of a date and make a solid decision. If you plan ahead and do some research beforehand, you can find a nice place that fits within your budget and that you think she will enjoy. By doing this, you demonstrate the thoughtfulness and preparedness that are highly valued in a Stoic approach to life. For example, if you plan to have dinner at a cozy, intimate restaurant that serves her favorite cuisine, she will appreciate your effort and confidence. The act of taking the initiative and demonstrating your decisiveness can have a significant impact on how she views you. It also echoes the Stoic teaching of accepting responsibility for your actions and concentrating on the things within your control. Women find men who take the lead to be very attractive because they force women to take the initiative, which may give her a false sense of empowerment or make her feel like the winner. This dynamic can tip the scales against you in a relationship, because women typically like men who can take the lead, make decisions, and stick by them. This demonstrates the strength and dependability traits that are central to the Stoic philosophy. By making decisions with confidence, you also avoid the trap of being instantly impressed by her or making her your girlfriend too soon. Instead, you stand firm on your choices and values, demonstrating that you are a person of substance. This kind of inner strength is magnetic and will naturally draw her towards you, making her chase you. Stoicism teaches us to remain steadfast and not be swayed by external circumstances in relationships. This translates to not being unduly eager to impress or please at the expense of your own values and preferences when you make decisions. Accept the Stoic idea of taking command of your life and observe how it improves your relationships and increases your attractiveness. Be steadfast in your decisions. Take decisive action and observe how she is drawn to your dependability and strength. This method improves your relationship while also fostering a stronger sense of confidence and self-worth that is consistent with the fundamental principles of Stoicism. If you're still with us at this point, please pause and leave your comments below, or just type, "My decision matters." Let's continue on to number 6. Beg for favors. This tiny deed shows your dedication to a path of thorough personal improvement. Think about this. You want to develop a stronger relationship with this wonderful someone you've been getting to know. One effective but easy approach to accomplish this is to request a tiny favor. Asking someone for a favor causes a small but meaningful change in the dynamics of your connection. This may seem paradoxical, but let's explore how it functions and why it is completely consistent with Stoic principles. It draws on the Benjamin Franklin effect, a psychological theory that states that people tend to enjoy others more after lending them a favor. It's an intriguing occurrence that when you ask someone for a tiny favor, you're offering her a chance to invest in you, which can strengthen your bond and make her feel important. The important thing to remember, though, is moderation and intention. You don't want to appear weak or dependent. Stoicism encourages us to be independent and calm, so when you ask for help, make sure it's something little and sincere. For instance, you may ask her to suggest a nice book or assist you in selecting between 2 possibilities for movies. These types of favors are easy for her to fulfill and don't make you seem dependent. Here's a practical example. Suppose you're at a coffee shop and you notice she's knowledgeable about different coffee blends. You could ask, "I'm trying to explore new coffee flavors. Do you have a recommendation for something unique?" This not only shows that you value her opinion, but also creates a natural and engaging conversation. It's important to balance this approach. If you constantly ask for favors, it might come off as if you can't handle things on your own, which is a huge turnoff. Women are attracted to men who are capable and independent. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes self-sufficiency and inner strength. So let these qualities shine through. Ask for favors sparingly and always reciprocate. If she recommends a book, perhaps you could share a great movie suggestion in return. Additionally, ensure that the favors you ask for are appropriate and respectful. They should be simple and natural, not something that could make her feel uncomfortable or creeped out. For instance, asking her to help you pick a gift for a mutual friend is thoughtful, but asking her to run an errand for you might be overstepping. In essence, the act of asking for favors should be a tool to build rapport and show appreciation for her input, not a crutch to lean on. Embrace the Stoic mindset by being balanced, thoughtful, and composed. By doing so, you'll naturally create an environment where she feels valued and intrigued by your genuine interest and independence. Recall that the objective is to create opportunities for meaningful interactions and mutual respect, rather than to force her to do anything for you. This tactic can gradually strengthen your bond with her and increase the likelihood that she will pursue you as she recognizes the strength and authenticity in your character. Number 7. Deep conversations. Let's explore this crucial idea of having in-depth talks, which can improve your emotional connections with women and increase their likelihood of pursuing you. This is in line with Stoic principles, which place a high value on understanding and genuine connection. When you're on a date with a woman, for example, start by asking open-ended questions that encourage her to talk more about herself. If she mentions that she's a lawyer, don't just stop at the standard, "How do you like your job?" Instead, ask her about the reasons behind her career choice and what inspired her to become a lawyer. This question invites her to talk about her passions, her journey to where she is now, and the questions that move her further into her personal history. If she mentions that she's a lawyer, ask her what inspired her to become a lawyer. Similar to childhood, Her past and ideals can be inferred from her answers to the question, were there any significant moments that shaped who you are today? She may tell you a story about how her parents' commitment and hard work inspired her to pursue a career in law, which not only gives you insight into her values, but also demonstrates to her that you are genuinely interested in her as a person and not just as a date. These kinds of questions encourage her to reflect and open up, creating a bond that goes beyond the surface. The act of genuinely and profoundly connecting is consistent with the Stoic principles of genuineness and significant communication. Deep conversations also activate her mind, encouraging her to think about and share her experiences and memories. Stoics believe in understanding others deeply and connecting on a level that transcends the mundane. By doing this, you demonstrate that you are a thoughtful, attentive, and respectful individual, qualities that are naturally attractive and can make her more inclined to chase you. When you show her that you are genuinely interested in and astonished by her stories, this mental engagement might result in a subconscious bond that strengthens your relationship and increases her trustworthiness. Remember that asking questions isn't the only way to engage someone. You also need to actively listen, show empathy and curiosity in your response, and show her that you are paying attention by sharing your own ideas and experiences. This type of response fosters a sense of validation and appreciation. Eighth, effective communication is crucial. If you don't communicate well, things can quickly fall apart when you're talking to a woman. This mutual exchange will make the conversation richer and more enjoyable for both of you. By embodying these Stoic principles in your interactions, you can create deeper, more meaningful connections that make women feel valued and understood. This emotional depth can be incredibly attractive and can naturally make women more inclined to chase you, seeking the genuine connection that you offer. Confidence is essential. Talk confidently and forcefully, but don't feel obligated to accept everything she says. Instead, develop your own opinions. Think over your statements and communicate in a clear, considerate manner. Consider the following situation. Attending a party, you decide to participate in a group conversation rather than just nodding in agreement with everything spoken. Consider your beliefs for a moment, then confidently but respectfully share them. For example, if the topic is favorite travel destinations and everyone is talking about Paris, but you had a great experience in a less well-known place like Kyoto, tell your story and explain why Kyoto stood out to you. This not only demonstrates that you have your own opinions, but it also demonstrates your ability to contribute to the conversation. Finding a balance is key to being a successful communicator. Dominating the conversation is not necessary. Don't say too much or too little, especially in a group setting. The key is to actively listen before meaningfully contributing. For instance, if someone shares a personal story, acknowledge it and connect it to something significant in your own life. This demonstrates your attentiveness and ability to connect with them on a deeper level. Stoic principles can also greatly improve communication. The Stoics advocated for self-control and reason. Before you speak, stop and think about how your words will affect the discourse and whether they will add anything worthwhile. This thoughtful approach not only conveys your wisdom, but also your respect for the conversation and the women involved. Hone your social abilities. When conversing about a recent film, for instance, go beyond simply stating whether you enjoyed it or not and instead discuss what you found significant about the plot or characters. This demonstrates depth and intelligence. Engage with everyone around you. Make clever jokes. Effective communication involves both speaking and listening. By paying close attention to what the other person is saying, you can convey that you respect their opinions and feelings. Imagine you're on a date and she talks about her passions or struggles. By honestly listening and thoughtfully answering, you create a connection that goes beyond surface appeal. This fosters trust and rapport, making the other person feel understood and valued. Nonverbal indicators are a crucial component of communication as well. Your message's interpretation is influenced by your body language, including your eye contact and facial expressions. To project confidence and warmth, stand tall, make eye contact, and smile warmly. Nonverbal cues like these can often say more than words can. In Stoicism, the emphasis is on speaking only what is important and necessary, which means avoiding gossip, pointless arguments, and trivial chatter. Instead, try to positively and constructively contribute to conversations. If a conversation becomes unpleasant or ineffective, nudge it in the direction of a more important guidance through perceptive questioning or presenting a thought-provoking concept. Additionally, Stoic communication entails empathy and understanding. Even if you disagree with someone, try to see things from their point of view. This doesn't mean you have to change your own opinion. Rather, it means you acknowledge and respect their viewpoint. For example, if a friend shares a controversial opinion, rather than dismissing it right away, ask them to explain it. This demonstrates your open-mindedness and willingness to have a respectful conversation. In summary, confident communication requires a combination of lucidity, awareness, and compassion. Talk with intention, pay attention intently, and enrich talks. By living according to these values, you'll not only have better conversations but also develop into a person who naturally draws women's attention and admiration. Adopting these Stoic beliefs will make you a magnet for people who want to connect with you and communicate with you. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about connecting, comprehending, and improving the lives of those around you. Enduring and significant connections. 9 is the number preserve an air of mystery. While it's important to be open and communicative, it's also important to maintain a sense of mystery. Let her discover you gradually share bits and pieces of your life, leaving some things to her imagination. For example, if you have an interesting hobby or story from your past, hint at it without giving away everything. This will pique her curiosity and make her want to learn more about you. Imagine telling her you once traveled to a remote village in the mountains, but you stopped there not giving anything away, taking the entire adventure away. Having your own place and time to pursue your interests and aspirations can add to the mystery, and she'll be curious and excited to learn the rest. From a Stoic perspective, this approach perfectly aligns with demonstrating that you have a rich and full life that she might want to be a part of. For example, if you're passionate about painting or writing, dedicate time to these activities without feeling the need to constantly explain what you're doing. It also shows that you have a fulfilling life independent of her making you more attractive. Stoicism maintains a feeling of mystery that encourages us to be self-sufficient and content within ourselves. The Stoic principle of inner strength and self-reliance is embodied by you, demonstrating that your contentment and pleasure are not contingent on her acceptance or presence. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who drew power from his own reflections and thoughts. He didn't share all of his views with others, but he did keep some of them to himself, which helped him develop a complex and fascinating personality. This mystery isn't about playing games or being dishonest. Rather, it's about fostering a genuine curiosity and interest. When you reveal parts of yourself gradually, you give her the exciting experience of discovering who you are over time, which can be far more captivating than laying everything out up front. Therefore, balance your openness with a hint of mystery. Similarly, by being somewhat reserved and not sharing every detail, you cultivate an aura of depth and intrigue. Being sincere and talkative is important, but you should also allow her gradually reveal the intriguing facets of your personality. This balance will draw her in and foster a more meaningful relationship, which will compel her to pursue you and learn more about your character. Number 10. In relationships, patience is essential. Whether you're chatting to a girl or handling more complicated problems, patience is a virtue that cannot be overstated. When you're speaking with someone you're interested in, you should take your time, listen more than you speak, and show that you genuinely want to hear what she has to say. This is how you show that patience is essential. This method is based on Stoicism, which teaches us to restrain our emotions and maintain composure under duress. When you show patience, you project strength and confidence. For instance, in a heated argument, you can pause, take a deep breath, and respond sensibly rather than responding defensively. Maintaining self-control like this might make you more appealing by earning respect and appreciation. Men who can keep their cool are noticed and valued by women because it shows maturity and dependability. Additionally, patience is a sign of a man who has self-control, which is highly regarded in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics hold that real strength comes from self-control. A man is viewed as strong and reliable if he can restrain his emotions and resist acting on impulses. This type of emotional stability is highly desirable since it indicates that you are not easily influenced by outside factors. Consider this. In a society where many people act impulsively and according to their feelings, a guy who exercises patience becomes a symbol of strength and stability. Because it gives them confidence that they can rely on you to handle situations with grace and wisdom, women are naturally drawn to this. In addition, patience fosters deeper connections, because when you're not rushing, you can truly understand the person you're with and you give her the freedom to express herself, which fosters a sense of trust and intimacy. Remember that a man with patience is a man who has everything a woman wants. You're not acting on your emotions, which is a hallmark of masculinity. This is a unique attribute that women find tremendously beautiful. In contrast, men who lack patience and act impulsively are often seen as immature and unreliable. They let their emotions control them, leading to rash decisions and unpredictable behavior. This kind of instability is unappealing and can drive people away. By embracing patience, you embody a key Stoic principle: the ability to remain calm and composed in any situation. This makes you not only more attractive but also a stronger, more resilient person. Women often act on their emotions and speak from the heart, but they deeply respect a man who can balance his emotions with reason. Practice patience in all facets of your life, including relationships, conversations, and personal goals. You'll discover that it not only makes you more attractive but also imparts a deep sense of strength and peace. Women will pursue you because they recognize the value in your stability and self-control and are drawn to your ability to handle life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Women will be drawn to your unshakable self-control and impressed by your ability to remain composed. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We truly hope you've gained valuable insights into how integrating Stoic principles can not only enhance your relationships, but also elevate your overall quality of life. As we wrap up today's journey through ancient wisdom and its application in modern relationships, we want to remind you that every interaction and every personal development step you take brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself, a version that is genuinely attractive and deeply grounded in meaningful values. If today's content resonated with you or sparked any new thoughts, please show your support by hitting the like button. It helps more than you know and encourages us to keep bringing you content that enriches your life. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of our future videos. That could be the key to unlocking your next big breakthrough in personal or relational growth. Now we turn the spotlight over to you, our viewers, Veers. Whether it's a reflection of a personal experience or simply a simple affirmation like, "I'm attractive," please leave a comment below. Your participation builds a supportive and encouraging community for everyone who visits our channel. Don't stop here. View the carefully chosen videos on your screen as they delve deeper into the themes of Stoicism, self-improvement, and lasting relationships. To continue your journey towards a more fulfilled and respected life, click on a video. Keep in mind that Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. Rather, it's about using your inner strength to live with intention and integrity. Thank you again for watching, growing, and being a part of our community. Until the next time. Continue to embrace the Stoics' wisdom. Continue to pursue excellence in all facets of your life, and foster fulfilling, genuinely transforming connections.